Good morning. I am recording here from South Africa, and I'm actually here on an Olame trip. We brought some students from Denver, some young professionals, and met up with a trip. They're from Philly and New York City, and we are in the Cape Town airport right now, about to leave Cape Town, and we're on our way down up actually we're flying to Johannesburg or Joburg as they say, and driving up a little farther to Kruger National Park for a couple of safari days. Anyways, I wanted to share some lessons that I've learned so far. Actually, really just one. But yesterday we woke up early and we hiked. This is very Colorado. I can say our Coloradans did excellent. We hiked up Lion's Head. It's the summit. Basically, if you're not familiar with this, which I was not before, in South Africa, there's this beautiful coast, and there's like all the city along the coast, and then there's like what seems like, I could be wrong, maybe like these three peaks that kind of just like jut out and come out of nowhere, and they're really tall. So one of them, some of the participants actually went parasailing off of one of them on Friday. And then yesterday was Sunday, we hiked. For those who wanted, we woke up early and hiked up Lion's Head so we could get there for sunset in the morning, and that way we weren't hiking in the heat. Anyways, it was quite a challenging hike. It was I think it was meant to be an hour up and then an hour down. It was a little longer than that. And the way the hike worked is like the beginning, we're just walking, like it's a path. And then you have to actually start climbing. And literally you're climbing rocks. It's not like there's a whole, like, you're climbing up a cliff. So there's like, in case anyone would fall, God forbid, there's like something to fall on. But to get up, you're climbing these rocks. And then there was like there was a ladder also to use to climb up at one point because of the angle of it. And then at another point you could pick, and you could go with two ladders up, or we took the long way, which I think in retrospect, the ladder's the advanced way. I think actually it might be easier because all the climbing that we did to get around, and it was so much longer. Someone actually said, no, just go this way. It's so much easier, but we didn't listen. Anyways, how did we accomplish this? Also, it was like a huge group of people, and like someone was scared of heights, and like this is a real deal for a hike. And really, it was just so brought home this lesson, right? There's like that common thought that we should just take one step in front of the next, and that's how you get there. And it was just so apparent, because if you think of the height that you still had to climb to, or how far down it was, it's super overwhelming. Like in reality, this is not to be cliche, but if you just take that next step and focus on where that next foot needs to go. So actually, for this one person who was very scared of heights, they needed a lot of coaching and help to get up and also to get down. And they kept saying, how far is it? How far is it? Or I can't. And I was like, wait a minute. That's not how we do this, right? That like to really get through and to help ourselves through, just to think, I can do this. Or as Dr. Edith Edgar says, I am, I can, and I will. And really to focus is exactly what's in front of us. And this is just so important for life, right? Because in life, sometimes there's so much to do, but also as a person, there's so much. You have so much to accomplish in terms of so much greatness to bring to this world. It might not even be in terms of getting stuff done. It could be of how you treat someone a certain day or anything. Like, we have so much greatness inside of us, and in order to grow into the person we're meant to be, really the best thing is, the easiest, the most practical, least overwhelming, is what's the next step for me? What am I supposed to be doing or getting out of this moment right now? And focusing on the now and the next step. So wishing everybody a wonderful week, and planning to send some pictures and videos so you can see, if you haven't seen for yourselves yet, the beauty of South Africa. It's really been such an inspiring trip and an amazing group, and looking forward also to returning home.